Hello, everybody. I am Heavy Metal Mage.
Really? I thought you were Gash.
Oh, yeah, right.
Hello, Intimidad. I can't even. No, I'm not gonna believe
That
this.
wasn't too bad. That wasn't too
I don't even
bad.
know what he's saying because I don't speak German.
Yeah,
I
me
like his
neither.
little greetings. Bis bald.
And Gesh was our winner.
He was our winner. Hi,
He
I'm Freezing
was.
Inferno, by the way.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But
you haven't heard of me. I'm just some guy.
he's just my co-host for the Let's Play Summer Blockbuster.
Blockbuster.
So we previously did a retrospective video where we did weeks 1 through 4, so we might as well do kind of a 5 through 8 and then overall views on the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like the big thing with these movies these days, where it's like, man, we gotta adapt this book. Better make it 2 movies so we can make more money. Harry Potter did it. We gotta do it.
Nah, that never happens. Ha. So, week 5, that was Impress Us week.
The week I was probably most excited for.
Yeah, I, me too, I would have to say. I was pretty curious what everyone would choose.
We had some pretty good choices. It's funny because, see, I put in the thing there, like in the opening post. Oh, you can play some old hard action platformer. You can play a shooter. You can play roguelike if you want. Because Seichi, Ryune, whatever you want to call him, he kept saying, Fresno, where's the roguelike? Ever since where I said in the LP Summer Games that I was considering Lufia 2's Ancient Cave. He's like, where's the roguelike, Fresno? So I put that in, and I wake up the next morning, and Tajir had made a roguelike.
Sure enough, sure enough.
We had a lot
Now,
of variety.
yeah, well, we had
or
like 3 shoot 'em ups.
three. Hang on, there was Rorts, Sunbursts.
Yep. And I really, if you think about gashes, it has the
Oh yeah,
same
oh god,
functionality.
Undead Line.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, he willingly went back to that. Then again, I've beaten Battletoads willingly, so
Yes, you have.
I know.
And I got a platinum trophy in Final Fantasy 13, so.
Oh, good lord.
But yeah, Chrono ended up winning that week with he spent hours and hours and hours playing Mega.
I know that feel. I know that feel because I was looking over a. I don't know why Super C popped in my head, but that was week 1 of the Spring Fest, and
Mm-hmm.
that video took me so goddamn long to make because I decided to be fancy and record off console with a Dazzle. Don't do that.
I won't because I don't have a Dazzle.
Not
So
only that, but well, we're getting into the past territory here. Impress this week. Well, I had fun judging the video.
yeah,
It's something
yeah,
I don't
and
usually do because I'm just like, I don't know how to judge shit fairly. It's like I'm easily impressed, but I think I did okay considering it was a
yeah,
one-time thing.
and I might as well come out and say it. Yes, I was a judge that week, but I was a judge every week. I
Oh my
was
gosh!
shocker.
A host
Yes,
being a judge is unheard of.
yes, I was mysterious judge number 3.
Yeah, I don't even know who the hell Judge number 4 was.
Judge 4 was a personal friend of mine from real life.
Real life stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, he had seen some of my LPs and knew about the competitions, and I said, hey, I'm running one. You want to judge? And he said, well, only if you can't find anyone else. And I couldn't find anyone else, so...
I'm not going to reveal who the other two are. They can come forward sometime.
Yeah, they can come forward if they want. That's up to them.
But I picked them both, I'll say, and they did pretty good. It was fun.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
So, but they had a week off that week. We judged, and
you didn't get no week off. Man, no rest for the wicked.
that's right. Well, you didn't get a week off hosting, so doing the posts and stuff.
Oh yeah, that was my gig. I did the post. You did all the behind the scenes scoring calculations, which is spot on.
Yeah. And I have to say, I think the co-hosting thing is a good idea. Like, sound like Fat Kakashi is planning on co-hosting with somebody.
Mm-hmm. I have a few ideas who that could be, but he could surprise me still.
Yeah, same here. But I think it's a good idea. Just, it takes a lot of pressure off for a lot of stuff.
You're goddamn right it does, because, well, the entire reason I thought of the whole co-host idea, well, part of it was, well, first and foremost, you wanted to do one, and I was like, well, we both do one, because A, you wanted to do one, and it helps to have somebody, like, helping you out, and B, because, well, what I gotta bring up again, LP Summer Games. It helped to have someone there, so that, if I made some dumb decision again, they could tell me, hey, don't be dumb, and if any drama popped up, God help it, then I had somebody who could, smack it away.
That's right. And we didn't have very much drama. We did have one minor issue, and
we sorted that.
We saw. Oh yes.
We sorted it.
You know what my favorite entry was for week 5?
What was that?
Typing of the Dead.
That was interesting, yeah.
I just couldn't stop laughing. I'm just like, this is a real game. This is a real game.
I knew of it, man, because not long before I think they did it on the Speed Demos Archive marathon.
There you go. There you have it.
Among other things, I really liked Ryune Seichi's Inazuma 11 because after all the harping people gave me on Mega Man Soccer, it's like, hey, choose your own game. Oh, okay, I'll play this soccer game. It'll be fun. It's like, what do you want from me? You can't just push a button and then go, hey, I'm going to pick something. I'll pick this.
I also I liked Fat Kakashi's game, Star Jeweled.
Oh, Star Jeweled. That was
it's Bejeweled plus StarCraft. I was literally on the edge of my seat when I was watching. I'm like, oh god, you got to get another combo. Oh god, you're behind.
Went to his puzzle games. What else do we have? Well, there was Reek with extra Toho.
Hell yeah.
That was something.
I like that he picked something that, he had a hard time with before and really dug into it and was like, hey, if I can impress myself, I'm going to impress the judges. So
it would be like if I was in this thing, I don't really know what I would do. I'd probably try and do a perfect run of a Mega Man stage.
There you go.
That's kind of what Chrono tried to do.
Yeah. And I would probably have absolutely no idea. I'd probably spend way too much time thinking of what game I wanted to do, and yeah.
But week 5, I thought it went pretty well.
Yeah.
Then we had week 6, which I thought was also pretty nifty, because you see, some people, I think Zenny told me this, thought that the first half of our competition, but the only bad thing you could say about it was a little by the numbers,
Yeah.
Week 1, we had a Contra week because everybody had a Contra week. Week 2, we had action platformer. It was, you had a little unique twist on it, so it wasn't so bad. Week 3, it's a sports game. We've had a couple of those before. Week 4, week 4's gotta be puzzle week. We had our own little twisty things, but it was still sort of formulaic by the numbers.
Right.
And I'll get to that point again later, but for now, week 6.
Week 6, choose your own Famicom adventure.
Which, well, I gotta tell you, 2 of those picks, Moon Crystal and Mitsumegatoru, they came from this old website I went to way back in the day, back when I was a ROM fiend looking around on the internet. The site called Nintendo Player did a list of 9 quirky Famicom games you should or shouldn't play. Every odd one was a game you should play. Every even one was a game you shouldn't play. So you had some bunch of stupid games. The baseball games that was pretty good. Then you had Garfield, a week of Garfield, which is a terrible video game you should never play. And Number 3 was Mitsume Katoru, and number 1 was Moon Crystal. And that is how I found out about Moon Crystal and played it, and like, oh my god.
Moon Crystal is a lot of fun.
Moon Crystal is a lot of fun. I did a review of it. The boss fights are a little bullshit, but
tank them.
Other than that, it is just this fantastic mix of like Ninja Gaiden meets, you know, those cinematic platformers like Prince of Persia Out of This World, Flashback.
Yeah.
And then you have Mitsume, which I never really played much of, but when I was thinking, okay, I need some import games for to pick. Oh, that game sounded fun.
Forward.
I played it, and it's sort of like a Mega Man. Took me a while to think of some achievements for it, and well, they were
pretty easy.
We'll get to the achievement thing again because I really want to talk about the achievements and where, because those are another thing that's sort of a stumbly point.
Yeah. I have a few things to note, but then of course we had Gimmick,
Mr. Gimmick,
which yes,
I think Getch pointed this out too, that the games were sort of a thing. Like Mitsume was like easy mode, Moon Crystal normal mode, Mr. Gimmick hard mode.
Yeah, I think that's fair, but I mean, Moon Crystal I think was challenging enough.
Oh, it was.
You know,
yeah, it's pretty challenging. We had the Fat Kakashi Memorial Jump,
which was the winner of the least metal moment of the competition. Just 5 minutes of failing a double jump.
It was amusing, but also not so metal.
Yes, exactly. There was nothing metal about it whatsoever.
And of course, most metal. Confidence! Which I believe was my choice.
Yes.
Because I just loved that. You're just sitting there week 1 and, okay, Contra. Baser, you might do a... Whoa, what?
What just happened?
Me.
He also had a freezing heavy dance in there, too.
He got cut off. That was the achievement, which is cool. Okay, but again, we're going to get back to the achievements. So, Import Week, I really liked. A lot of people picked Moon Crystal. And pretty much like the hardcore folk picked Gimmick. Picked it and killed it pretty thoroughly.
Sunburst played it.
Pretty good. Who else played it?
He did pretty good. Somebody else did.
Who the hell else played that game? I can't remember. What a terrible host.
Was it Chrono? It was Chrono, wasn't it?
Chrono? Yeah, I think it was Chrono. Yeah, pretty sure
it was
Chrono.
Yeah.
The only two people who played Mitsume were Ihao and Kaz Cake. Well,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I mean,
it's a good game.
Mega Man plus anime.
Mega Man plus TN from Dragon Ball. And, well, Gimmick is Mr. Gimmick. It's good, but I don't know if I'll ever beat that game legit, because, seriously.
Yeah. At least to get the true ending. Like,
oh god, you don't even know what a pain getting the I don't know if you were there, but Chronomaniac actually streamed Gimmick.
I did see that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's the only reason I could remember that he played it.
That treasure in like stage 4 is the worst. Yeah, it's the worst.
Yikes. Well, moving on, week 7 was a week that several people had been looking forward to.
Oh, it'll formulaic again to have a shmup week, but...
Yeah. We had to do it, considering most of our players really, really, really like shmups. So.
Hey, shmups are kind of fun. I mean, I am trying to get into them.
Me too. There's a shmup tournament coming up.
You should show me how to use MAME so I can get in on that.
I should try MAME to see if I can use it.
Cool. And if you learn, you can tell me. So everything's for. But yeah, Shmup Week. It was sort of a thing. Like, here's the thing I was going for with the latter half of the Let's Play Summer Blockbuster. See, Let's Play Springfest, to go back to that. Zenny, I like him. He is a little hard on himself with it, kind of like I am with the Free Summer Games again, but I think he did a pretty good show. But some of his things were a little weird. Like, I don't know. It didn't feel like we had much of a choice and stuff. It's just play this game.
Yeah.
This is a game.
Yeah. Here's another one.
So there was the choice. It's like week 5, choose whatever you want, and then we just sort of ratchet it down. Week 6, choose whatever you want out of these 3 games. Week 7, choose whatever you want out of these consoles, and whatever console you picked is what you get. And that was Shmup Week.
Yeah.
And we had a pretty even spread. We had a pretty even spread between the SNES, Genesis, and GBA, and then Chrono over there with Dragon Spirit.
With his NES, yes. He, I thought that week would be more exciting.
It was okay, I guess. Well,
it was okay.
the problem is that you really had to be pro at shmups to like make a good shmup video.
Yeah, I did enjoy Rort being a little upset that he's not the shmup guy. That was kind of funny.
He's the little girl shmup guy.
There you go.
And
We can have more than
is
one.
the spaceship guy.
We can have more than one.
I really enjoyed
okay,
Gesh's
guys.
video though, because Gesh's video was no offense to the other people, but Gesh's video was like the only good Axelay video. Like everyone was dying at either stage 1 or 2, but Gesh made it to stage 3 with my favorite music in the game.
Woo!
And he had a great little like mockery of Metroid Other M, a game which I despise.
Yeah,
but we could fill an entire retrospective on why that game is bad. So let's not touch that.
I think Shin had a pretty good video that week because he did his blind. He basically loaded up the game, figured out the controls, and he made it right through level 1, no problem. And then he did pretty decent at level 2 as well.
Cool, but he had Axelay, did he? Or?
Yeah, he had Axelay.
Oh yeah, he had Axelay.
So if he had had time to practice that week, he probably could have, gave Gesh a run for his money.
The reason I picked Truxton was, do you remember the Springfest where I talked about the book that tells the future?
Yes.
Truxton is in the book that tells the future. I couldn't not include a game that was in there. So I swear, in the planning stages before week 1, I spent like a day or 2 just looking through the book and trying out all these shmups. And I'm just gonna open up the book and like tell you a few of the choices. This is like insider info. Okay, let's see. I just gotta go through this shit here.
This is a rare privilege, folks. You should feel honored.
Yeah, go look, columns. Oh. Please don't make columns puzzle week.
To all future hosts, no columns.
I should
No.
have went for Forgotten Worlds. I should have tried that. It looks like Special Cybernetic Attack Team on the NES or Section Z or something. And Sector X is another one. It's like a shmup where you're like a bug or something, shooting bugs. It was decent. Shooting stones, planks. Just flipping through the book here. Felios. I don't think I tried Felios. I think I remember this in Rort's like Sega shmup retrospective. There's like a half-naked lady or something in it. But I never tried it. Or I might be thinking of a different game. Super Thunderblade was one I saw, and I said no. The hell with that. Space Harrier 2, one I tried, but Space Harrier 2 is a little too tricky. Like, I wanted something I could have fun with, because I'm not a shmup guy in the least. So that was my litmus test. If I can have fun with it, then pretty much anyone can have fun with it, which didn't exactly pan out, but for the most part it worked. What else?
See, I'm not a huge shmup guy, but, I mean, the ones that have been in the past 2 competitions I really enjoyed.
Well, Thunder Force I tried, and okay, but there's Truxton. It's funny, because Truxton is like a page or 2 after Thunder Force 3, and they both have the same picture in the guide. Oh, hey, Whip Rush. It's funny. I think Sunburst or Rort, somebody told me to play this game. Cool. You see, this book does tell the future. I told you. Zoom. I think that's all for the shmups in this book. But that's the point is, yeah, a little insider info. So Okay, you better pick something from this book. Come on over. I'll let you read the book and you can pick. But we got a little off topic there. But week 7 went okay, I think.
Yeah.
So Decoy actually got the secret bonus point in Greatest Galaxies, which really, I was shocked.
Yeah, he was the only one, but
and that was the last secret bonus point anyone ever got.
Yeah, but week 8.
Week 8, all you.
I did come up with a secret bonus point for week 8, and it was too tough.
I even asked you. I'm like, okay, wow, are you sure you want to go with that? And you're like, yep.
I was like, oh, everyone's gonna figure that out, and you're like, maybe you better give people a hint. So that was the Amazon Stevens Fairies thing.
I kind of thought that was a little out there, but I was like, okay, I'm not.
I think that confused people more, is what I'm kind of
though it did lead
discovering.
It did lead me to make that funny little video there. Nothing.
Yes.
Absolutely nothing. If you kids haven't seen UHF, go see it.
Good movie.
My favorite comedy.
Good movie.
Tied with Spaceballs, which you should also see. But no, let's talk about week 8 itself. That again, your idea.
The triathlon. Yeah, it's I was like, well, God, these are supposed to be the Let's Play Olympics. Let's do an actual Olympic event.
There you go.
And yeah, you picked out 2 of the 3 games.
2 of the 3, yeah.
Yep. Hagane and Konami Crazy Racers.
Well, those are both pretty good games. There's actually a video on my YouTube somewhere where I did a series called Let's Blindly Play, where I played Super Nintendo games, one for each letter of the alphabet, completely blind. Just picked it at random and loaded it up. H was the suggestion. It was Hagane. I loaded it up and I'm like, okay, what's this? So, wow, is that me? Oh my god, this is the greatest game ever. Like, I'm literally just fanboying all over the place at how cool and slick this action platformer is. And for the longest time, I sucked at that game. But I actually learned some things. The problem with Hagane is that it's a really cool, like, action platformer. Sort of like I said, Shinobi for Super Nintendo on, like, Crystal Math.
Yeah.
But the thing with Hagane is that there's, like, a million things to do in this game. But the game doesn't exactly tell you how to do them. And more to the point, I was doing manuals for all the things and putting them with the perfectly legal game files. But Hagane could not find that fucker. So you got to look up an FAQ or something to figure out, because you got your flips, and you got a slide, you've got the weirdest double jump ever, which killed me a lot on that stage where you're running, like the turbo tunneling thing, where and you jump over the things that explode.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Like you may remember there's a part where you like got to jump and then you do a really cool like spinny double jump over a pit.
Yep.
That took me years to figure out.
Oh man. The only thing I have to say I don't really like about the game is the camera feels a bit odd, like it almost makes me dizzy.
Cat meow.
Yeah, I was waiting for that to come up because any video I make, my cat is making an appearance.
That's alright. Cats.
Apparently he didn't like the camera either, so.
No, that camera's bullshit. Nah.
But everybody really seemed to enjoy the games that week. We had our Robot Masters vote, which
clever.
I think, yeah, basically
I
that was your
remember
idea.
The Skype chat we had not long ago. It's like, I wonder what I can do here for voting. Well, I could do this or I could do this. How about Robot Masters? And I'm like, yes, I need some. And then, I used my Mega Man expertise to give you a thing. And
yes.
Who meant what?
Which was extremely clever. I almost did, what was it, types of energy or something? Like
energy types. It's like
kinetic energy, chemical energy, heat energy. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't do that. That was stupid. Robot Masters.
A lot of people voted for Bubble Man, which I remarked in the post is like, I can just picture them thinking, I wonder what to vote for. Well, there's Shadow Man. He was kind of hard to fight. Yeah. Who else is there? Oh, yeah, there's Quick Man. Oh, he's a real bastard. Like, I know, Bubble Man. Because if we gotta fight a robot master, I want to fight Bubble Man and get an easy ride. Yeah. No offense to you kids. It's just how I picture it. Just like, oh, I've gone through that motherfucking stupid shmup. Give me an easy ride. Give me a break here, guys.
Too bad. That's why it's a competition.
Credit, though, Takasuke apparently is the best character. I don't really know because I only use Cyborg Ninja.
So that's why he has all the high scores.
Yeah, because I only use Cyborg Ninja to beat the cups. Because he's cool.
Yeah, I think it was Decoy and Sunburst both had Dracula, who was slow.
Yeah, Dracula's pretty shit. But his tracks are pretty neat because they have this really cool remix of Castlevania 3's first stage.
Ooh.
It is neat, and there's lots of fire. It's sort of like Bowser's Castle in Super Mario Kart, only Dracula's Castle.
Coincidence?
Well,
probably
Crazy
not.
Racers is not a bad Super Mario Kart clone.
Yeah.
So
great music, really great music in that game.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty much just like stemming from these old Famicom games called Konami YY World, where it's like Konami crossover. You got like Goemon and Moai Heads and Vic Viper and the kid from the Goonies. Because Konami made the Goonies games on Famicom, remember?
I've played the Goonies 2.
I own the cards of the Goonies too.
I do as well, yeah.
We're cool.
I would like to beat it sometime because I remember being so frustrated by it as a kid.
Oh, it's a doozy, I tell you. And the last game was Gunstar Heroes.
Or Heroes, yay!
Which
I was just like, let's pick a game everybody loves.
Yeah,
And,
which is funny because it's sort of there for two reasons, I think. Number one is, well, I like cyclic shit, like, isn't this where we came in? Sort of stuff. We came in with Contra 3, which is a running gun. We go out with Gunstar Heroes, which is a running gun.
Exactly.
And second,
and also,
what? And second, it
I
sort
think
of beats the Contra Week tradition because, well, someone might say, well, all the good Contras are taken. I know, Gunstar Heroes. So, by using it up, it's sort of dissuading you from relying on tradition again, which was kind of our fault. One of our faults. So you
now
see
watch Gunstar Superheroes. We'll have to play that for week 1.
Huh. Now watch as I'm completely proven wrong, and week 1's game is Metal Slug for the Game Boy Advance.
Another fine possibility.
Metal Slug is fun, but well, give us some originality. Week 1 of the first Let's Play Olympics was Dino Wars. Destruction is Vandalus. Of all things.
And this is the next one is going to be the LPO2. So, Takakashi, show us what you got.
Yeah. Okay. So Gunstar Heroes was interesting, I think.
Yeah, people seem to really like it, and that's fine by me.
Yeah. And they had an interesting stage thing. So. Alright, that was the thing, the weeks. So, what parts do you think did not go as well as you hoped?
Well, okay, obviously some of the secret bonus points were...
Some.
Yeah. I mean, just secret bonus points in general, I'm kind of on the fence. Like, I like the idea. It's just so hard to come up with ones that people could really think about and then
we had a few good ones. Like, the very first one was really good.
Yes.
Second one you came up with, it was...
Some people just got it by accident.
Yeah, that's the thing that happened. It wasn't really, okay, I figured that it's here. It's just, oh, I played the game. What? Oh, I got the secret bonus point. Oh, neat. Then we came to week 3's achievements, which... That's on me. See, I really should have playtested more because I put down, KO a guy, TKO a guy in round 1 is the hard achievement because, that's hard to do. I mean, but what I should have done was just make a little change. TKO an opponent in round 1 after, like, say, was it
Honda?
after Honda King Hippo or something.
Yeah.
Because so many people just like, okay, I TKO'd Glass Joe. Now I TKO'd Von Kaiser. And I got him with a Star Punch, too. It's a good secret bonus point.
Well, it also, it didn't help that Decoy made his video in 2 hours and then was like, by the way, the secret bonus point is hold select between rounds. So I'm sure everybody's watching that, and then...
That's sort of a pet peeve of sorts that you have to expect it, really, is that, like, you'd think that people who get the secret bonus point would just get it and say, okay, instead of broadcast. No offense meant to Decoy or nothing, because I'm sure that there was someone else who did this too.
Yeah.
I like the theorizing that people like Reek did, though. That was
fun, but... especially in week 8, people were like,
Green means jealousy, of course.
Or I liked, Gash was like, something about Cat Stevens, and Amazon was like a song by somebody, and
now, see, there you go. That was clever, though, and I liked that.
Yeah.
He was on the right track of sorts, but
oh god, yeah. It was just bad. But anyway, so week 3, week 4, that was just that was easy. Tajir was the only one who didn't get it.
Really, I don't even know how you could make a secret bonus point for Dr. Meyer. That's more, I don't know, that's really more of a fault of a secret bonus point not working for every game.
Yeah, I mean, I thought later, like, you could set up, like, a cross-elimination. I know it is possible, but it's like,
it's nuts. It was more of a score challenge anyway, just, like, beat us, which most people did. I mean, I meant some people couldn't manage to beat me, so haha, I am a champion of sorts.
Well done.
Yeah. So week 5 had a nice secret bonus point that nobody even tried for except Gash.
Gash, yeah. Well, no, Decoy did.
Oh yeah, Decoy
try
tried.
For it,
yeah,
but he didn't sing.
He shared,
and that was the catch.
Rocky Horror it.
And now I can understand why that terrified him as a kid. Like.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody drowned, and it just has that terrible image.
You know what mine is? Just
what?
You know Super Mario Bros. 2?
Yep.
The last level?
Yep.
You go through Wart's Fortress. You finally reach the bird at the end, the one you've been going through to end the level all the time.
Yep.
Pick up the crystal. Bird head opens. The motherfucker flies at you.
Yep.
Scared the piss out of me when I was 7 years old. I think I literally even screamed.
I'm imagining this. I like this.
Yeah. Okay.
The only one that comes to mind for me is there's a game for the NES called Immortal.
Oh, the Immortal.
Yeah.
I think I know that this because on something
There's
awful,
just like
Slow Beef had an avatar of this. Are you going to talk about the worm that eats you?
There are just so many horrible ways to die in that game.
Oh, yeah.
It's terrible.
I played it for like 5 minutes. It's something.
I'd like to revisit it to see if I am better than I was,
There's an LP on the LP archive if you're...
18 years ago or so. But, wow.
So week 6 had some fun secret bonus points. Like, I tried... I had to think long and hard about the Mitsume one, and then I thought, oh, a grand one, the coin thing, that's real clever. Then he has just, so the secret bonus point in this thing is, you get $1,000 coin, it's grand, that's my Ehan impression. No disrespect.
Not bad.
I like that guy's voice. I keep saying he reminds me of Zozak, who's a shmup reviewer guy. He just talks like this. Call it Karuga Dot Eater. Just 8 dots. Click ship and 8 dots.
Your impression was pretty spot on.
Yes.
And then, of course, Gesh was the only one that got the one for Moon Crystal, which a lot of people thought it had to do with Terminator, I suppose the future and robots, but...
no, people need to remember the Mystery Science Theater 3000 theme song better.
Yes.
In the not too distant future, next Sunday AD. And
Yep.
yeah.
And I actually really enjoyed Gesh's segment.
I love it because
pretty...
he went full tilt on it. Like if I did that, I would just went like, okay, snarky comments. They went all out. He had the robots and everything.
Yeah, and it was actually funny. I was laughing at their remarks. So well done there.
No wonder the man won.
As for Gimmick,
Gimmick was a fun one. I liked coming up with that one.
I can't remember what it is.
Visit secluded Seagull Cove.
Ah, yes. Which I think everybody that played it got it.
Yeah. Sunburst pretty much accidentally got it. Yeah, because he didn't go there right away, but what he did was he killed the boss and then he jumped off the plank and...
Hey, it worked out for him.
He got it.
That's all that matters.
Oh, yeah.
That's something interesting about that game is just some of the detail they added for the sake of detail, non-functional things.
Oh yeah.
I really enjoyed that about it.
Gimmick is a technical marvel, if nothing else.
Now, Shmup Week, there were a lot of achievements to come up with.
Oh yeah.
And I think for the most part, they ended up being pretty well balanced.
Truxton's was a little easy. We could have made it had they specified, power up every weapon to max or something, but that sounded a little hard, but everyone did it pretty much, so I guess it wasn't that hard.
I suppose we could have done a collect every weapon, which,
No, I didn't know about that.
Ended up doing.
That was in Super C for the Springfest. And do you have any idea how much of a bitch that was? No offense to Zenny.
I gave up on that very early.
So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, achievements in general are...
you gotta be really smart to come up with them. For the most part, we did okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Not the best, not the worst, but, I'm trying to remember what some of the secret bonus points were.
Let's see, Axelaze was Adam's authorized the use of the Big Bang Bang Boom Boom.
Yes,
which was basically... because you had to beat stage 1 to do it, which for the people who played Axelaze couldn't do.
Exactly. Use the explosion bomb, that's all you had to... I also like the name of that weapon. Explosion bomb.
Yeah, Axelaze mighty fun. But got it on the... It's funny, because, with Springfest, Chrono beat me by 0.01%. And he got a physical copy of Musha. Meanwhile, I won a raffle from Zenny. I got some Wii points. I went and bought Musha on Virtual Console. And Axelaze. I got 2 games. And I can spend mine whenever I want by just hitting the home button, so
Oh, mercy.
And week 8 triathlon, well, we've already covered that secret.
Yes. What if we had come up with achievements and secret bonus points for all 3 games? I had
the idea for an achievement, actually, for Crazy Race. Just finish in such and such time.
Which, looking back, some of those characters, I think it would have been pretty darn tough.
Yeah, that's the thing. So
there's no way Dracula's going to get a,
It's actually a good thing we didn't do that.
It all worked out. But, all in all, I think everything went well. We didn't have anybody drop out, under their own will.
Yeah.
I guess. And
I gotta say,
sounds like everybody had a lot of fun.
I'm not a meat person.
There you go.
But yeah, nobody swore bloody murder at each other or rage quit or nothing like that. So in my eyes, this was a complete success.
Yeah. If you have an LP competition and Decoy doesn't drop out, it's a success.
Hell yes. Hello, I'm Decoy Octopus, and we're going to play Contra 3. I'm suddenly from the colonies or something.
The British accent. It kind of threw me. I did like it, though. I did like it.
Great. Brainiac rubbed off on me after we played Flashback con Radical.
I was reading some of the old Springfest threads, and some of those catchphrases, I think the one Chrono and I came up with for Team Shingles, it didn't really catch on, which was, "What you talking about, Heavy?"
Ice hot.
Ice hot. Ice hot and Conradical.
Did I mention in the last thing where I got ice hot from?
Yes, an episode of Doctor Who.
Yes, an episode of Doctor Who.
Yes,
The
indeed.
Happiness Patrol from 1987, starring Sylvester McCoy as the Seventh Doctor. Look it up; it's really crazy.
I know nothing about Doctor Who, so I cannot comment one way or the other.
Go watch it. It's like the best show ever.
I've got a lot to get through before I'm on Doctor Who. No offense.
Fair enough. Yeah. You know what I'd like to see for a future LPO competition, though?
What's that?
I'd like to see some guy, just message a lot of the previous hosts and ask them for some of their rejected ideas and just make an entire competition out of cutting room floor stuff. I could mention a few things that we cut out.
Yeah. Rampage for the NES was originally a game until I started playing it. I have fond memories playing as a kid, but when I started playing it, I'm like, oh my god, this game is too boring. Nobody should ever have to LP this.
Yeah, I already mentioned a bunch of shooters I tried. Well, I guess I didn't really consider them, but there's another one we were kicking around for a while. I mentioned this in the thread, I think. Final Fantasy.
Yes.
Custom stuff. Everyone starts
Custom
in a dungeon,
challenges.
probably like the Marsh Cave, maybe the Earth Cave, something like that. But your party would depend on your score, and it'd be like a handicap. So, say, the guy in last place, he'd get, a normal ass-kicking party. Fighter, white mage, black mage,
Pretty awesome.
But someone up in, first place would get...
4 white mages.
I don't know if we'd have gone as far as 4 white mages, but 3 white mages and a black belt.
Thief? Black belt's too good. Go with a thief.
3 white mages and a thief. I hope you're taking notes, cutting room floor LP Olympic guy. Man, maybe I'll host the cutting room floor LP Olympic thing.
Ooh.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Not yet, though. Give me 2 or 3. Give it another 2 or 3 competitions. We'll see. If it doesn't come up by then, I'll do it.
I remember I wanted to do a Star Road, or Beyond Star Road challenge, the special stage challenge in Super Mario World.
Yeah.
Just because I knew everybody would get stuck on Tubular and we'd be watching people float as bubbles over and over and over.
Instead of the Fat Kakashi
Balloon.
Memorial Jump, we'd have the Fat Kakashi Memorial Balloon.
Well, if you've ever watched Decoy and Fat Kakashi's Super Mario World LP, there's an episode dedicated to them trying to beat that stage.
You know what I remember, though, is Special Stage 2 from Kaizo Mario World, done by Proton John. One of the classic LP videos of olden times. Still brings a smile to my face. A little antiquated by today, but still smiles.
These are all great ideas. I mean, we should have a 12-week competition.
Okay. I don't know about 12 weeks.
I think everybody's getting pretty burnt out from what I could tell from the triathlon, but...
Yeah, we're giving them a rest. Fatty's giving them a rest. We get a month or so. Probably more, because I don't know if it's going to go up September 1st and go, yeah.
I hope we get a little bit more rest, but...
No, Fat Kakashi would not go, yeah. We know what Fat Kakashi would go.
It's your boy, Fat Kakashi.
That may be the best thing that come out of the summer blockbuster. We
And
we indirectly caused the birth of Wooloo.
incidentally, and I assume Fat Kakashi's okay with me telling people this, for his Final Fantasy text box magnet, he basically chose himself saying "Wooloo,"
That
which
is-
I think is awesome.
It's like I was thinking. I wonder what he's gonna pick, and then I hear you say it, and I'm like, of course.
Of course.
How could
Of
it
course.
be anything else?
What else would you pick? Yes.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna reveal what I had a little secret prize for the winners, but it's gonna be interesting.
Oh.
Wooloo.
I know what it is. I know what it is. I won't give it away.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. It's gonna be very interesting indeed.
So, yeah, we've got a little shmup tournament coming up here, and then we'll be back for Fat Kakashi's LPO2, and
Which is gonna be very scary because we're probably gonna have Reed again. We're gonna have Zenny back. I don't know
It's
if we'll
gonna be
have Gesh
fierce,
or not.
man. I talked to Gesh today. He sounded like he's taking one off, but who knows? That could change.
Yeah, man. Well, between
I told him-
between Rort and Zenny, it's like gonna be really hard
God.
for me to actually play
And-
this thing because they're good.
Don't count out Sunburst. Everybody is so good. I mean, that was one thing about this competition is there were so many great players, and it's like, with you and I being out of it, it's like, how competitive is it going to be the next time around? It's going to be pretty crazy.
Yeah, we'll see how I can do.
Woo!
It's gonna be fun to get back in the LP saddle.
Yeah, I am going
Like,
to try to.
I was actually thinking I probably would take a break too because it's a nice breather to just watch a show instead of having to like host it or nothing. But it's Fat Kakashi. I gotta get back.
You gotta. And hopefully I'll be putting out some LPs. I know it's been about 5 months
Oh, God.
since I made my last one.
It's
but,
been about a month for me, but in my defense, that LP was Battletoads.
Yes.
That's like that deserves a break.
I had some real life stuff happen, so I just kind of had to deal with that for a while, and
Shit happens.
things happen, and but I mean, this competition got me thinking about it, and I did the Dr. Mario one, and now I need to really get my game on if I'm gonna even get in the top 10 for the next competition.
I
So
think you can get in the top 10.
we'll see, man.
Yeah.
But all in all, thanks for co-hosting, and
You were a pretty good co-host, Mr. Heavy Metal Mage. I think we
Likewise.
did a good job together.
Oh yes. So, I hope everybody enjoyed the competition, and I will catch you in the coming weeks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.